budget cuts. That's your reason for these releases. Once again, you're using the excuse budget cuts. Hey guys, this is the AWO Iron World Order bringing you another video. This time this is a wrestling related video. And if you haven't heard today, well, I don't know where you've been because there's been a lot of there's been noise in WWE world, wrestling world. WWE has released a few main roster superstars and a lot of Nxt Superstars. And they're using excuse budget cuts. But before we get to that, let's go down the list of who they released, shall we? And I'll give you my thoughts and then and possibly where I see them going. So this is from Lords of Pain, right? And here's the title. More WWE Superstar releases revealed, including several surprising names. As you see in the picture, Karrion Kross, and yes, with the Spartan-like gimmick. And this is the article. Let's go. There's some surprising releases here, but let's go. Let's start with the main roster superstars. According to Sean FIFO, the following names were released this evening: Karrion Kross, B-Fab, Brianna Brandy, that's her name, Grand Metalik, Lance Dorado, Eva Marie, Keith Lee, Mia Yim, Nia Jax, and Harry Smith. So, let's talk about the main ones. Karrion Kross, and let's talk Keith Lee. Now, Keith Lee is lucky. He's lucky to be alive after having a COVID scare. That's why he's been away for a while. He's lucky to be alive. They brought him back. They give him this gimmick, Bearcat Lee, Keith Lee. That it was not his idea. He confirmed it was their idea. He just came back. And all of a sudden they released him. And to me, Keith Lee was a championship material wrestler. He could have been a Universal Champion or WWE Champion. He's a big guy, but he's highly athletic. You can see if you watch Keith Lee, you can see what he can do in the ring. He's not just a big guy. He is a big guy, but he's more than a big guy, right? You can see he could do moves that smaller guys can do, and I'm surprised they had tremendous talent there. They just let go. Now Karrion Kross, yeah, you can see what the Karrion Kross NXT Champion on the main roster. They completely botched this guy, losing Jeff Hardy and then kind of giving him that joke of a Spartan gimmick and make him look a Spartan warrior or whatever. And the overall NXT, looks like he got exposed a bit. He's not the best in the ring. And Adam Cole, Willie, in that one promo when Adam Cole was still in NXT, Willie, in a way, kind of buried him. But I'll blame WWE for not using Karrion Kross properly on the main roster. And B-Fab, well, she just got caught up with Hit Row to the main roster of SmackDown, and all of a sudden she's gone. I don't know what the reason is. She just signed an extension last week. I don't know what the reason is for letting her go. There must be something. There has to be something there that they don't like about her, or they just, I don't know. Maybe we'll get more information about that, because that's puzzling to me, B-Fab. Especially just getting called up. It's just really, really puzzling. Great Metalik and Dorado, they asked for the release, and they're finally granted it. Right? They weren't being used. They're mostly jobber tag team, right? Or a fun jobbing tag team. Eva Marie. Now here's somebody who's been surprisingly released, I would say. She's been released. And she, you know what, she didn't really wrestle much. She was just there to look good and all that. Be a bitch. But she got released. I don't think she'll have a problem finding work. She's delved into acting, and she's dove into acting. She has those Instagram modeling. She'll be fine. I don't see I don't see her being wrestling anymore. I think she's done wrestling. She doesn't need it. It's not her thing. And I'll talk about where I see the other superstars going. Mia Yim. Well, she hasn't been used on the main roster since Retribution days. With that terrible faction led by Mustafa Ali. She hasn't been used in, right? But she's on the main roster. She was drafted to Raw, but hasn't been used. She's been mostly on YouTube with Jessica Duke, Shayna Baszler, and Dakota Kai with their gaming little group that has ties to Up, Down, Down. But now she's been released. She could probably look for work, independent scene, whoever's interested in her. We'll get to that more after. And she could maybe get her Twitch back and start focusing on her Twitch. Because she was on Twitch before WWE decided to be an ass and be strict with their superstars about being on Twitch. Nia Jax, here's a surprising one, right? Nia Jax, look, a lot of people are like, oh, she should have been released, whatever. Why is she still here? Because of all the injuries, her not getting buried in the ring, she's actually gotten worse. And the reason why people are saying she hasn't been released because she's a cousin of The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. But she's been released and she's free to go anywhere. She'll get some work. She's a big superstar. She has connections to The Rock. I think she'll get work. Nia Jax, that's a big surprising release. That's definitely one that shocked me too. Harry Smith of the famous Hart family. I haven't seen him used on TV. I don't know if they debuted him or anything. Man, he'll get some work, obviously. And so, like, Karrion Kross will get some work. Okay, let's go look at the main roster list again. Karrion Kross gets work. Impact, AEW, Independence, New Japan. I think he do well in New Japan. I think he do good in New Japan. He'll definitely get work. B-Fab, I have no idea. Because when I see her in the ring, wear two matches, she didn't look good. I think she's still green. I don't know. If she wants to continue down this road, I don't know. She has to train. She has to train better. Great Battle League and SRL will definitely get some work. Whether it's down in Mexico or they'll definitely get work. No question about it. Eva Marie, yeah, as I said, Eva Marie is definitely probably going to go more of a non-wrestling route. She'll probably, wherever. She'll probably go down more to modeling, acting, train. Direction, whatever you want to call it. Keith Lee is definitely going to get work. There's no doubt about Keith Lee is going to get high interest from Impact, AEW. And I'm not going to put ROH in anybody's categories because you know what's up with ROH. Everybody's going to be free agent at one point out, free to negotiate deals. You know the situation in ROH. And Keith Lee is definitely getting interest. If I'm AEW, I'm going after Keith Lee. And look. Everybody here, AEW is showing us only after certain superstars that fit their product and not just go after them just because they're WWE or NXT X talent. Don't be like WCW when WCW went after WWE talent, right? Then you're starting to see it more like AEW is being criticized for being ex-WWE. Don't do that. Just go after talent that thinks that fit their product. And I think Keith Lee is one of those people. Karrion Kross maybe. Mia Yim, they want to boost up their women's division? I don't know. Mia Yim I can see going back to Impact. Or some of these guys could go independent if they want to go New Japan. And see, the thing is, AEW Impact will let you do that. They'll let you do that, right? So, they'll have free time out of their promotion. And Harry Smith, I don't know. The European scene, I guess? Or maybe back to MLW? I have no idea. Let's go down to NXT Superstars. Now this is surprising, but we're going to go down with this list first. Trey Baxter, Blake Christensen. I'm surprised with that. I thought they'd go younger, right? Younger. I know Cora Jade, his real life girlfriend, is still in NXT. Hasn't been released. She's heartbroken by this because they're a real life couple. She's staying. He'll definitely get some work. We'll get some work, whether it's Impact or New Japan, whatever, he'll get some work. Or an independent scene, whatever. Remember, as I said, if you're with AEW or New Japan Impact, you can still work the independent scene. Jessica Mia, yeah, she's been released from the Walmart Store brand. That looks like it's dead. She might get some work. She might be on I don't know, AEW. Like AEW can boost up the women's division. I think it's getting better. Zayda Ramir, definitely. I think there's interest with her. And Katrina Cortez. Right? And then we'll go down to the bigger names of NXT. The ones that shocked a lot of people. Scarlett Bordeaux, their real life fiance of Karrion Kross. Now, she'll probably go where Karrion Kross goes, that is AEW Impact. She'll definitely go there. right? They're a couple, whatever. Um, Only Lorcan, he'll definitely get work. Only Lorcan, he'll definitely get work. He's tremendous in the ring, and he's quite a character. Here's the one I'm shocked. Here's the one that NXT failed with, and I always believe was a main roster talent, and it's a Vince McMahon kind of a person that you can see a title around. You can help put a women's title on the main roster around, and that's Frankie Monet, aka Tyler Falcon. It's only had 6 matches since she debuted in April, and they really haven't done anything well with her. And she's amazing. She's amazing, and I really felt like the bossers. There was more to this character. To me, she's a main event talent. She's a championship material. Vince McMahon, definitely Vince McMahon material. I don't know why they cut her. Is John Morrison still there? Her husband. They should have interest. I think AEW could go for her. I think she'd be a big star at AEW. And Ember Moon. Look. I kind of saw this coming, and not to be negative here. When she didn't get caught up back to the main roster during the draft or the summer stuff, when Shotzi Blackheart was teaming up with Tegan, remember Shotzi was teaming up with Ember, right? I was worried. That's why I was worried about Ember Moon. She's not getting caught up. That's when I saw the potential writing on the Raw, and she became more of a jobber. After that, I'm like, yeah, I think I saw the writing while she's not getting caught up and she's being a jobber. I saw the writing on the Raw, and they completely botched Ember Moon. She was so good. She's one of the best female wrestlers in the world. In the ring, yeah, her promos are not that great. Her skills on the mic are not that good, obviously. They're not the greatest. But in the ring, the Eclipse off the top rope, whew, and she's good. She had epic feuds with Asuka. And then the main roster, when she got caught up, they didn't use her properly. She never became a champion. I don't remember a push. But she's definitely someone Impact AEW. Like most of these women, Impact and AEW should go after. And I think AEW definitely should go after Frankie Moon and Amber because they'll definitely boost up their women's division. Add some star power to that women's division. I mean, Ruby Soho, great addition. Britt Baker's great. Thunder Rosa, but if you add Ember Moon, that place will light up. And Frankie Monet will get some cheers too. Really? But as I said this, budget cuts. You're saying budget cuts. Bullshit at WWE. You made a quarterly conference call today of over 200 million, and you're saying this is budget cuts. Bullshit. This has been going on for a whole year. We've been releasing talent over and over. Even last year. But this year we got Luis Andrade who asked for his release. Aleister Black, Ruby Soho, who else? There's others. Inspiration. There's more. Bray Wyatt. There's just a lot of talent you let go, especially this year. A lot of talent you misused. And I know if NXT, you want to go younger, you want to build up your stars and make it more of a developmental. But you got to keep some of your veteran wrestlers who've been in the wrestling scene for years, like Ty and Ember, because you can see on the NXT roster some of these the women are building, especially women, they're not. You can see the inexperience. And I know you got some veterans in the women's roster like Gigi Dolan, Alexa Lopez, Kaylee Ray. But Shirai, but she's always okay. But yeah, you get my point. But Indy Hart was still young, but Candice LeRae. But you still need to keep them. I know Mandy Rose is your champion, but she's been in business 5 or 6 years. But she's not a leader. I wouldn't say she's a leader. And you just let Ty and Ember go to be your best. I know you want to get younger, but you gotta keep your veterans. And the Kyle O'Reilly situation, I don't know what's going up with that. Possibly him leaving. How interesting would it be if Kyle O'Reilly's contract's up and then they'll be negotiating a deal there, and Kyle O'Reilly ends up in AEW, Fish, O'Reilly in Cole at AEW. Can you imagine that? Budget cuts. This is bullshit. That's his excuse. You're making money. What's the real reason here? Is just say you have no creative plans for them, Just be honest with them instead of lying to them. Instead of giving whatever, lying to them and saying it's budget cuts. Just be honest with them. Saying you have no creative plans. You don't see anything in the future. This man doesn't see what doesn't have any, can't see what you are in the future. Like, has no plans for you. Doesn't see anything in the future that he could build around you or something like that. It's just that there's nothing. He just doesn't see you in his vision that you could do. Where he sees you as a champion, or there's no plans. Just be honest with them. Be honest with them. Just tell them on the phone instead of saying budget cuts. It'll hurt them. It'll hurt. It will hurt. It will definitely hurt. Because at the best, the money is good. The money they're making is good. It will hurt them, but at least it will hurt them with honesty. Wouldn't you rather, like, I'd rather be hurt with honesty than with that bullshit, sugar-coated statement like budget cuts. When really, no, you're not It's not budget cuts. You're not bankrupt. You're bankrupt creatively towards these characters and towards your product overall. Like, your product is like, your storyline stuff is sometimes okay, but a lot of times most of the time it's not. There's just a minute you have no use for them, and you set them free where they have their own creative control, creative freedom to do what they want, and with the character. Just admit it. It's not budget cuts. Just admit you have no creative plans for them. That's all. Just be honest with them. Budget cuts. You think the talents believes in budget cuts? Bullshit. Bullshit. Just be honest with them. Be honest with the Nxt Superstars. You just want a younger talent you want to build around. Just be honest with the veterans who've been in the industry for a long time. Just be honest with them that you just want the younger talent to build around. You want it as a true developmental, because NXT at one point was developmental, then became more of an indie scene, right? Like they still have developmental wrestlers, but a lot of NXT's champions and main stars were on the independent scenes. Like most of the NXT champions, Karrion Kross, Keith Lee, Adam Cole, Dragon Gauntlet, Tommaso Ciampa, Aleister Black, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Neville, were not homegrown. They were all independent stars and stuff. And they're homegrown in the WWE minds, but they're not homegrown in the wrestling community minds, internet community minds. Big E was homegrown. He was a champion in NXT. Seth Rollins wasn't really homegrown. We knew from Ring of Honor. But just admit to them that you're bankrupt creativity for them. You just don't, Vince or whoever just don't see a future for them in a creative wise. That's all. Don't say budget cuts, because they know you made money. They're not stupid. They know you made money. And at one point, you did hoard a lot of independent talent, allowing other companies not get the top stars in the indie scene. And that backfired because you've been releasing over and over from 2020 to 2021. I know it's a freaking pandemic, but you've been making money. Making money. And look, it's just, I feel bad for the talent. They don't deserve this. But you know what? For the talent, look at it as an opportunity to do things on your own. There's other companies out there that are looking for talent. I know ROH isn't, but there's if you can stay on the independents, you could look at New Japan. You guys go to AEW or Impact or wherever, stay in the indies. Remember, those companies will allow you to work with, will allow you to work on independent scenes despite having a contract with AEW or New Japan. You're free to do your own thing. Those companies will allow you. WWE will not allow you to do that. WWE just strictly, you work in the NXT or the main roster. They will not allow you to work with other companies unless they have a direct relationship with that company, like they had with Evolve, which is now gone. But and budget cuts, man, it just gets me. It's total bullshit. That's a bullshit lie. It's a bullshit lie. It's just fucking say you have no creativity plans for them. You just don't see them. This man, whoever, just admit to them that you have no. You're bankrupt on creativity for these superstars that got released. Bearcat, Lee. You give him a name, but you can't see in the future for him. Why? Why? You gave him this name. You gave up on him already. Karrion Kross, you gave up. You fucking screwed up Karrion Kross right away from the start. You could have rebuilt him. What? It's just budget cuts. It's using budget cuts as an excuse. It just hides the truth from what they really mean. And look, AEW is on the rise. Impact is what it is. New Japan is out there in these scenes. It's not the talent and the wrestling talent is recognizing that WWE is not the it's not the place to be anymore. And when you see independent talent on talent that doesn't have a contract with any company or may have a partnership or whatever with it, like AEW, you see WWE releasing all the talent. Why want to go there and not be guaranteed and not be safe? I know they'll give guaranteed contracts to WWE, but why would I want to go there and seeing all this? If I was going to WWE, if I was a veteran independent wrestler, if I was going to WWE was interested in me, I'll go with you, but I want to be on the main roster. That's my demand. Main roster, not NXT. Main roster is my prime objective, my prime goal. The main roster is my number one demand. If WWE is interested in signing, obviously I'm not going to sign because I'm not an independent wrestler. But I'm speaking like an independent wrestler who WWE is interested, or somebody from whose contract is up from another company WWE is interested. If they want to negotiate me, my number one thing, money of course. But my number one thing is going to the main roster because of seeing this, what happens to the talent, especially NXT, seeing as developmental. I don't see myself as a developmental. Especially as a veteran independent wrestler who's been say AEW talent has been contracts up as negotiating WWE. I'm not going to the developmental. Say for example, who on AEW who's more of a veteran wrestler who's never been in WWE. Say 2 or 3 years ago, MJF. WWE is interested in MJF because if I was WWE and MJF's contract up, I'll definitely go after MJF. But if I was MJF negotiating with WWE, my number one goal would be like, I'll sign with you. The money is good. I'll sign with you, but I want to be on the main roster. So yeah, that's my video. It's just a sad day once again. WWE releases galore all over again. It's like a deja vu, broken record with multiple releases especially over this year. Sad for these guys, but you know what? Hope is not all lost. They'll find more because there's a lot of talented individuals who've been released, and promoters know this stuff. Tony Khan will know this. Impact will know. New Japan. But yeah, overall, and BS on the budget cuts. It's not a budget cut. You all know it's creativity. So yeah, guys, this is AWO. I know it's a long video. This is AWO. It's like
Too sweet! Sweet! Too sweet! Too sweet!
So yeah, too sweet, guys. Hope you enjoy. Take care.